Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Trayvon Smith,
And my name is Alexandra Roger.
and you are tuned into YouthLINE Live. Today, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day and healthy relationships with my very special co-host today, Alex.
Exactly.
If you guys are new to our show, we air every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Channel 76 right here in San Francisco. And our goal is to give you information through technology platforms. So let's get into it. So Valentine's Day is a holiday to show appreciation to the people that you're in a relationship with, whether if that's a polyamorous relationship or monogamous relationship. On today's show, we're going to discuss things about Valentine's Day and different types of relationships and things of that sort. Alex, do you want to talk about the things you should do with your day?
So, for me, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, if you guys didn't know. And one of my priorities is always spending time with my significant other. So, I'm guessing that other people want to do the same. And even if it's not your significant other, it could be your friends or whatever. But yeah, exactly. But I think that people should have some special things in mind, whoever you may want to spend your Valentine's Day with. You guys can do some special things. So for me, I feel like a lot of people just go out, but it's all about, the quality time that you're spending with your significant other, even if you guys are just having dinner at home or you guys are watching Netflix. But I think that for me, some extra fun things, if you want to spice it up, would be like, going to Six Flags or an amusement park is always fun. Going to the movies is like something almost everyone does, and that's really fun too.
Black Panthers and Thieves.
Yeah. Going to a date, like at a place with a nice view. Cheesecake Factory is really good. There's another restaurant in the Embarcadero with a really nice view. I'm not sure what it's called, but there's Yelp. You guys can look on Yelp.
Look with your partner in case you guys both want
exactly.
to go. Unless you're trying to surprise your partner. Then.
I think going on a hike could be nice if you guys are into nature or if you guys just want to experience, something different, not being indoors all the time. Right. Going to the gym could be something fun, if you guys don't do that all the time. Watching Netflix together, while using face masks. Or without using face masks, but I've seen a lot of people do that, and I think it's cute, so something I would do. Getting, like, your favorite dessert together is good, because usually you get dinner, but getting, like, ice cream, boba, something like that, that could be fun, a fun way to connect.
Do you have to do something really big?
I don't think you don't have to do something really big as long as you guys are spending time with each other, investing in the relationship and taking cute pictures. So,
for Instagram.
Yeah, going shopping is a big one, obviously, because you don't have to be exchanging gifts, but you guys could go shopping together. So that would be a good one. I think those are like the top things that I would do on Valentine's Day. But don't forget taking cute pictures, please. That's important.
You weren't trying to have couple goals on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you went over a lot of different things of what to do with bae on Valentine's Day. What about what to do if you don't have a bae? What if you're single and you're just one of them people on Instagram that posts?
So if you feel excluded, with everyone talking about Valentine's Day this and Valentine's Day that, I think that you shouldn't worry because Valentine's Day is definitely not just for relationships or romantic relationships, but and a fact to prove this is actually in Mexico, Valentine's Day is called El Día del Amor y la Amistad, which translates to Day of Friendship and Love. So there you guys go. It's not just for couples, it's for everyone that wants to, for every relationship, friendship that you want to show appreciation to. It may be your mom, your dad, it could be, anyone. And I think that you can do anything that you would do with a significant other.
Right.
Call up your friends, have like a night out with your friends, spend time with family, like maybe family that you don't usually spend time with or that you don't get to see often. So anything that you can do with a significant other, you can do by yourself. You know, you're independent.
Well, you could do what I do. Like,
Exactly.
if I'm single, I buy my mom stuff
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day. Or if you're,
Or
dating.
a friend. I mean, I always like to get, my friends like a small gift, because it shows like appreciation. You thought of them.
Right,
So,
that's cute. I like to get my
yeah.
mom stuff because, I mean, you can be single or you could be dating people. It's not at the stage to where you want to get them something. You just want to just have some mom.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just want to do something for somebody. If you want to
Exactly.
show some love, you can show some love, even though you're supposed to show love every day. But,
I agree. Yeah.
let's say that
But it's just like a day where we like, we're showing them like appreciation. I appreciate you. You're
Yeah. But what is a healthy way to have a relationship and to show that appreciation?
I feel like healthy relationships are very important, and that's when it comes to all relationships. So, it could be platonic or a friendship. It's important. The health aspect is very important in a relationship.
Do you know what platonic is? We went over it last show if you guys were watching.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like, just strictly, you guys are just like, no romantic stuff, no sex.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So that's what it is. So anyway, I think that my idea of a healthy romantic relationship would be the most important thing is, each party is aware of the other person's boundaries. They have respect for each other. That's very big, because when there's no respect, there's nothing, basically. I think that they have to have mutual commitment to each other and be mutually invested into the relationship. Like, you have to stand your ground, but also be aware of what the other person needs and wants in the relationship. I think that you have to be able to confide in your partner, and as well as be trustworthy, and
What does that mean to you?
be truthful to them. Don't lie. Don't go behind their back. It could be, anything. Nobody likes being lied to.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's a big one. Like, not even little things. So I also think that they have to be a good influence on you, not just like that, but they have to be a good influence in a way where they don't encourage you to do any unhealthy activities like drinking or smoking. I also think that other aspects of a healthy relationship is like support and equality. Like, you guys treat each other fairly and equally.
When you say equality, what do you mean? Do you mean like you each get to play the role that you want in your relationship?
Yeah, like each person gets to treat each other fairly, and not one person doesn't get to dictate what the other person does, and so on. Yeah, exactly. And that's for all relationships, because a healthy relationship with a friend or a healthy platonic relationship should also have boundaries set and respect. I also think that a healthy relationship will always have arguments and disagreements, as it's human nature.
Despite popular belief.
Exactly. And just because you guys have come to one argument or disagreement doesn't mean that it's over. And that also, it's also important in a relationship to be able to work things out and talk about things so that you guys can overcome those obstacles if you ever have an argument or a fight or something. So that's important.
And also, okay, so speaking of arguing, a lot of people would consider that as unhealthy, but you consider it as a healthy part of your relationship. And I think that I consider it as healthy too.
Yeah.
But what are some things that you consider as unhealthy
I believe that for unhealthy, I think all relationships are bound to bring some amount of stress, sadness, tears. I mean, it's a relationship. You guys are going to have arguments, probably, cry about some things or whatever. But I think that if the relationship brings a large amount of stress and it's more so than happiness, it could be considered unhealthy. And I think that some signs of an unhealthy relationship are like pressure to change yourself for somebody else. You always want to be genuine to the person you're with, and if you can't do that, then you don't need that person in your life. I believe that lack of privacy. I mean, every relationship needs to have some amount of privacy. So that's important. That's where trust comes into. You have to trust the other person in order to have privacy. I think lack of trust is a big one. A lot of people don't have trust for their partner, and that can make a relationship really hard, and it can cause a lot of arguments and disagreements. And another big thing is like when a person neglects their responsibilities or priorities to cater to their significant other. And I don't mean it in the way where your significant other isn't one of your priorities, but I mean like you are skipping school, work, or important things that you have to do for your future in order to cater to that person. And they know, like if you have a relationship, you guys should always work your schedule out. I also think, obviously, physical abuse, verbal abuse is also a big sign of an unhealthy relationship, as well as like excessive or control or manipulation over that person. Like some people in relationships, they demonstrating those behaviors could be unhealthy, like manipulation and excessive control.
And me and Alex recently went to this workshop, and that's actually considered as domestic violence.
Exactly. Also, no communication. If there's no communication in a relationship and you guys can't stand your ground, for what you want, that can also bring a lot of hardships to the relationship. Also, if you guys don't spend time together, I know there's there's long distance relationships, but I think that it's always important to spend time together, even if you are long distance, it's still important. And also, like no fairness, like I think each person should have an equal role in the relationship, so there can be fairness and treat each other equally. So, and I think that if your relationship is considered unhealthy, that you shouldn't worry too much, because there are definitely ways that with effort and dedication from both parties, you and your partner, you guys could definitely work on that and strengthen your relationship and fix whatever is causing those unhealthy behaviors or habits in the relationship. Unless of course you are being abused or taken advantage of, then I believe that you should do whatever you can to get away from that relationship.
Took the words right out my mouth.
Exactly.
So yeah, and also if you're having problems that you feel like you need to seek help, whether that's from a marriage and family therapist, a couple counselor, or something like that, for issues that you guys can't sort out between each other, then I suggest doing that, because it always helps to have another person's opinion to kind of mediate and try to actually go in to figure out what's going on. Get you a good one. I highly suggest it. And now that you went through what's healthy in a relationship and what's unhealthy in a relationship, now that we, let's say that we just took this ride and we dated, like people are dating, right? They're just dating. And they got to the point to where they're ready to go to Valentine's Day and everything. They figured out what's healthy. They figured out what's unhealthy. Yeah. What are some gifts that they can give each other?
I think that gifts, for Valentine's Day, sometimes they can be corny, like flowers or chocolates, and not everybody likes that. I know some people that don't like chocolate, if they're health conscious, or just for any reason they could be allergic. But I think that it's good to be creative, like sometimes what I really like receiving that I think is a good idea is like a customized gift, something you made, or it could be like, a customized like jewelry piece with your initials on it, something like that. My boyfriend got me something like that once, and that was really cute. I think that some gift ideas for if you have a girlfriend, or like makeup, shoes, clothes, jewelry, one of those big life-size teddy bears from Costco, you can never go wrong with that. Or a small teddy bear, whatever preference. They also have them at Safeway, if you guys didn't know. But also, if you have a boyfriend, sometimes it's hard to find gifts for men, but I think like sweatsuits, Jordans, or any shoes that they like, cologne, you can never go wrong with cologne, like Gucci cologne.
What about if they don't have Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Jordan money?
Then just get any cologne is good, or make them something, because I feel like customized gifts, like something you spent making, is more valuable. Like for me, I get more excited when somebody gives me something they made as opposed to something that they bought. That can be a great gesture, I think. And then for friends, you can get them some small makeup items. A card is good, something you made as well. Just small things, maybe in some cute packaging. Cute packaging is always important for Valentine's Day. You could empty out a chocolate box and then put the gift in there. That's a good idea. And then, if it's for your boyfriend or a girlfriend, you could, put pictures of you guys on the box. I think that's a cute gift.
What about some gifts not to give?
I think that gifts not to give are like, I don't really think you should give flowers or chocolate unless you know that the person likes it. And then as well as, don't give them anything they're not going to use. Don't give them anything offensive. Some people. And don't
get them the over the hill cake on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it.
Right, and so that's a lot of different things that you can do. But what if people are struggling to know how to cater to their partner on Valentine's Day? Let's say they got the gift, they did everything. It's now to spend time with each other.
Well, there is this thing that we call love language.
Right.
Yeah, and love language is like basically how you and your partner express love to one another. Everyone has different ways that they give love and receive love, feel love. So I feel like those are important, and we have them here. So the first love language is, there's 5 of them, by the way. The first one is words of affirmation. So, words to show your appreciation for your partner, saying things that are meaningful.
Like, I love you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I care about you. I'm always here for you, whatever, comes from within that you want to say. I think that you should express it if your partner likes words of affirmation. And then there's physical touch. Physical touch is when you and your partner like hugging and kissing, and physical touch as a way to manifest your love. So
and it doesn't always have to be, and don't think of it as a sexual thing. It can
it's
be
not
very
it's
sensual.
not sexual. It can be completely platonic. It could just be a kiss on the cheek, a hug,
or just a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, a pat on the head, whatever. Exactly. So, and then the third one is receiving gifts. Everybody likes receiving gifts, but some people like it more. So, if your partner likes receiving gifts, you know, it doesn't always have to be something big, but I think that being thoughtful and also, you know, being enthusiastic when you receive a gift from them. So that's important always. And then the next one is quality time. So when you and your partner like to spend quality time together, that could be any type of quality time, watching Netflix, cooking, walking the dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Focused conversations, one-on-one.
But if you do like quality time, I suggest that you and your partner get a dog, because then, you know, a lot of people that I know that have partners and have a dog, you know, they go on walks together, so that can be a great way to connect.
Good bonding.
Exactly. And then as well as get off your phone and look at nature, you know, because you have to take the dog for a walk. And then the third one is acts of service, like, you know, like making them breakfast in bed, doing their chores, helping them with something that they have to do, work related or school. That can help some people feel appreciated and like you care about them and you value their time as well. Right. So I think that's important too.
Which one is your favorite?
My favorite one is physical touch. I like to be hugged a lot.
Same.
Yeah.
Physical touch.
And then words of affirmation is my favorite. Also because I like being told, you know.
Like being
yeah, exactly. And then quality time too.
You're a Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, exactly.
But that has been it for today's show, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alexandra, you did bomb. High five.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Trayvon Smith.
Alexandra Roger.
And we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in for Live. Bye.
Bye.